Seriously? Seriously? You've intentionally canceled your American Express Gold Card, and I'm supposed to take you seriously on your recommendations regarding credit cards? I'm confused, befuddled, perplexed, and frankly, flummoxed. Guys, do you understand that the American Express Gold Card is the premier dining and supermarket card on the market? Help me understand how you're gonna give first-hand experience about this credit card going forward. Are you just gonna read the Amex website without giving any real-world perspective? Guys, anyone can read a website, but our value is where we offer the viewers first-hand experience and strategies regarding credit card acquisition and usage. I am struggling to understand how you can have a credit card channel and intentionally cancel the leading credit card in its category. Make it make sense. Stay with me because I'm about to make the argument. For those new to the channel, I'm Richard Debs from R2 Travel Rewards, and I'm an avid traveler. If you're watching this, you likely are too, or perhaps you're just here for the violence in this video. Either way, go ahead and subscribe because I say it like it is, and I share my honest opinions. Let's have a conversation. First off, there's no expectation that one must hold all the credit cards. That is not my argument because we're all in different parts of our credit card journey. Also, we all know that certain credit card issuers make it difficult for content creators to acquire certain cards. I'm talking to you, City. I'm still waiting for my double cash. However, unless you're a niche player in that perhaps you only create content around chase cards or a specific suite of cards like the Delta cards, it doesn't make sense to cancel the American Express Gold Card. It's too large a player in its industry for you to cancel it. If you've never owned the card, that's one thing. But to have it and cancel it, that's a whole other story. I'll say it one more time before I'm taken out of context. Credit card creators don't need to own all credit cards. But I'm challenged how you're able to make recommendations when you intentionally opt out of owning the best food card in the game, but then still give guidance on what cards to acquire in this category? Now, if your channel is a lifestyle channel where folks follow you for what's going on in your life and which credit cards you use and why you acquire certain cards and cancel others, then I have no issue with that. I continue to repeat that we serve our viewers best when we offer firsthand knowledge of our credit card usage beyond just reading websites. Currently, creators have been awaiting news on the American Express Gold Card refresh, and it's coming fast and furious. For those of you who cancel the card, is your expectation that you're gonna read all about the card after its launch and then talk about it without understanding any of the nuances? I personally cannot wait to get my hands on the upcoming American Express limited edition Gold Card. If the renders are accurate, it's a gorgeous card. And I consider owning the card as the price of admission for creating content about credit cards. So for the third time, you don't need to own every card, but there are certain staples in the industry that you need to own. I love travel, and I wouldn't dream about talking about travel credit cards if I didn't own one of the following big three travel credit cards: the American Express Platinum Card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve Card, or the Capital One Venture X. I'd actually argue that you need the American Express Platinum Card if you want to make content around travel credit cards. I happen to own all three, but again, it's not a requirement. But I certainly would be silent on my recommendations in the travel credit card space if I didn't own any of them. Similarly, in the credit card dining and grocery space, the Amex Gold Card is the gold standard. I generate lots of MR points from this card, along with my Platinum and Blue Business Plus cards. So I don't personally put too much stock in hotel and airline cards. But in order for me to talk about airline and hotel status and give my personal experience to viewers, I went ahead and acquired the following cards: the Amex Hilton Aspire, the Amex Hilton Business, the Chase Marriott Boundless, the Amex Marriott Business, the Amex Delta Platinum Personal, and the Amex Delta Platinum Business. These Delta cards are my stepping stone on my way to acquiring the two Delta Reserve cards to move from Delta Silver to Delta Gold status. I even own the Air France KLM Flying Blue card as it aids me in maintaining my Flying Blue Gold status. I stay at Hyatt hotels, so I will talk about my experience at their hotels, but I intentionally refrain from talking about Hyatt cards or Hyatt status because I own none of those cards and I don't have Hyatt status. If you've been following my channel, and yes, it is a tiny channel, You'll notice that a theme of my channel is sharing credit card experiences associated with the cards that I own. In my opinion, we owe it to the folks consuming our content to go beyond just reading credit card websites. I appreciate the young guns in this space who share their journey with credit cards and why they've acquired the cards they have to date. That's always an interesting watch for me. However, I have great pause with content creators who don't own cards, but then give their recommendations on the best cards to own in a certain category just by reading websites. I don't want to come off the wrong way, but it's likely a little too late for that. But guys, come on. So, if you fall into the camp of canceling your American Express Gold Card, you ought to get it back right away if you're going to give recommendations on food cards. You just can't be in a high stakes race without running shoes. You just can't be. That's it for now. Oh, here's some more shit that I have to deal with today. Google are such dicks because they refuse to extend my Google-Fi roaming for another 30 days. I know most of you won't encounter this issue, but if you travel abroad for more than 90 days consecutively, they'll disable your roaming. I was on with them for a bit trying to seek a one-time exception, but they wouldn't budge. They're such dicks. I mean, the terms and conditions state that's the case, but I figured that with a perfectly constructed argument that they would budge. Such lame customer service. American Express would have granted a one-time exception. We'll see if I ever use Google Fi again. I'm now using Air Allo for the balance of my trip. Guys, this isn't an Air Allo sponsored video. It's just that Google is really annoying me at the moment. Thanks guys for watching until the end. Since you've gotten this far, it only makes sense to like, share, and subscribe to help bring this channel some visibility. As always, take care and be good to each other.